Well, we're going to get started on this other forklift. Looks like we can get these cylinders out the same way we took them out of the other one. However, that one doesn't go quite as high as this one, so we might have to put the strap up on the green part. So we'll get the chain fall over here, raise this mast up. I think we can get a gap wide enough at the top that once the bottom of the cylinder is unhooked, we can just pull it up through there. But I don't quite know yet. We'll know more once we get tearing on into it here. So we'll show you what things look like here in a little bit once we get tore on apart here. But this one leaks not quite as bad as the other one. You can see the top of the cylinders. This one on the left side is more or less soaked and got oil running down on it all the while. This right one's basically doing the same thing. I guess I really don't know which one's leaking more than the other, but they're leaking. When I bought this, the guy said that it leaked a little bit, and I said, well, whether it leaks a little or it leaks a lot, it's got to be fixed. So he got a quote from these guys that work on these forklifts for a quote of $900 to repack those cylinders. I don't know what the packing kit costs, but between the packing kits for both units, the bearings for the steer axle on this one, and what else did I get? Couple of oil filters for both of them. It was like $300, $280 or something like that. So we're not too awful bad here. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so we are into the next morning. We do have some oil residue on the floor, but it's from the whole thing just kind of bleeding down as far as what has been spilled on it and what has been oozed onto it. But the cylinders are dry. So we'll go ahead and see if they creeped down at all. They did not. So that did not want to raise up at all because it was already completely to the top of the cylinder stroke. So we're going to go ahead and dig these cylinders out of this machine here. I'm hoping that I've got enough room to get them out. I should have. However, that forklift doesn't lift as high as this one, and I might need some added height to get that up and out of there, but we're going to go ahead and try it. We've got the hoses unhooked and we'll pull them out. Well, not exactly ideal, but we got it on out of there. So we'll take this over to the press, use the press to hold these ears down so that we can turn it with a spanner wrench. Might even be able to do it without, well, we could try it without it. We could set the cylinder across these forks here and ratchet strap it down. We could try it that way first, and then we haven't got to wiggle into the press and get all goofy like. But the one thing about the press, it would hold that end down, because we're going to be heavy on the one end once we pull that barrel out. So we'll go ahead and get this configured. We'll go ahead and put it on the press.
look at it. There's something wrong with the other one. Well, I have to leave it there for something.
What's up today? Oh, I know it, right? right, so we had to put a little bit of heat on this just to get it apart. We only got it up to like 420 degrees. I was able to somewhat keep an eye on the temperature of that. I was assuming that there was some kind of Loctite in there. However, I don't feel that there was. But we gave it some heat and that took care of it anyways. So we'll go ahead and pull this guy apart. And looks like they've got this one welded, whereas the other one was a little different. It had the same style seal on the bottom side of it as what the other one was. So we'll go ahead and get our pieces on there and then push it back together and then pull that cap assembly apart as well. Well, we've got this cylinder rod pulled out. However, the seal kit that I have for this guy here is the wrong one. Everything is wrong. So I've got to get on the horn here now and find out what I need for the correct kit, and I doubt that they are going to have that in stock. The other option I have is I could probably take this to New Way and get them to come up with the seals just as fast, but I'm not quite sure. So in the meantime, I better get a hold of Thompson & Johnson and try to figure out what exactly I need here for this. Well, I'm just getting back from Thompson & Johnson now, and through a little research, they had said that this kit here is the correct kit for this forklift. Subsequently enough, the other forklift uses the same exact kit, which I thought these cylinders looked like they were identical to each other. However, the bottom of this one's a little different than that other one, but this one is using the same gaskets that the other one is using. That's what we put into it. So the top's the same. So we're going to go ahead and get the little black things that go on the bottom of the piston. We'll get that back in the barrel. We'll put the O-rings in the actual gland nut, get that one back together, get it on the machine, and then we'll switch over and we'll pull the one off the right side and do the same to that one. So if you didn't follow along in the last video, well, I guess we'll show you how this goes together if you didn't follow along in the last one. know with the pin. I'm alright. Go ahead. Alright, so we've got that left side cylinder in. Now we're just going to do the same with this right hand side. We'll cinch it up out of there with a strap. Take it over to the press, pinch it in the press, take the nut off the top, and rebuild that one too. Alright. with it.
You can do the same way. Put it in.
Yeah. Wow. All the people at home are screaming at me right now. Go at the bottom! Go at the bottom!
Probably.
Mucho good. Next time you rebuild one of these, you'll know.
Yeah, we know.
Alright, bring the forklift right over. We might as well carry it over with the forklift. Then we ain't getting all dirty. We'll just strap it. I'll wrap it twice. Wrap it twice. You wrap it twice, do you? You do?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go this way, that way. Maybe, yeah, that'll work. Alright, go ahead and lift it up. Alright, take it right over on yonder. Well, I don't know why we didn't discover that cylinder coming out the bottom on the other ones, but this is number 4. And we're slow learners here. Keep coming. Alright, go up some. Come straight in. That's good right there. Perfect. Oh no, buddy. We might have to move that a little bit. That's alright. We can manage.
What do you do here?
There. Now we'll just bust this loose. I had to put heat on the last one. Ah. Boy. Yeah, hammer over there. I might have to put heat on this one too, I don't know. Yeah, let's put some heat on it. I gotta clean my hands off. Pain in the butt. Now the cylinders on this one, they busted right loose. I'm only going to put a minimal amount of heat on here, 400 or 500 degrees. I don't know if they put it together with Loctite or not. This barrel is so much smaller than the ones that were on the payloader. I hate to put too much heat into them. little too warm. 560 degrees. That's cooling down now. It's down to 430. So now, hopefully this breaks it loose. Oh, holy moly! Holy moly, she said. Wow. There it goes.
Wow.
I was starting to get worried, Jacob. Should be able to spin that off with a pair of gloves.
You're
Maybe.
ready. You're ready.
We'll find out, right?
Right.
Get this end off and get it in a pail of water. Now watch it. When this comes off, don't, watch out for the hot oil. Oil's gonna be hot, boy. She might spray at me. I should have my glasses on. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna put this in a pail of hot water. A pail of wet water, not hot water. It'll be wet water. That's what you want to be in, is wet water. There we are. All right, so there we are. I don't know why I hadn't figured out how to bring them cylinders out through the bottom. Oh well. What are we gonna do? Jeez. Yeah, so I threw this cap in this pail of water. We'll pull the parts out of this, put all our new seals in, and then we will be ready to reassemble. Alright, so we had a little blooper putting a seal in that cap on the first cylinder that we took apart. What I didn't know, and I was in a hurry, I went to put the seal in, it folded up a little bit, and I kept hammering it in, and it got held up. What there was wrong was when I knocked this in, or knocked this with a punch to try to break it free, it bent it in a little bit, so I had to grind that other one out. I used the seal out of the second kit, got that put in there, got that one back together, and once we got the second one apart, I went as far as I could, and then I ended up running over to New Way Hydraulics to get a new wiper seal. So we've got that in there. Now what we're going to do is get it back into the cylinder, get this tightened up, and put the cylinder back into the machine. And we'll go in from the bottom. I don't know why I didn't feel, or why I didn't try to go in from the bottom on the last three, but this one should go back together a lot easier. Alright, when you turn the key on? Yeah. But when you turn it off, it stops? Yeah. Okay, you can shut the hood off, program the radio quick. You can take this truck up, you gotta open the drain when you get it up there. Yeah. While I'm programming this radio, you cut this box open for me. And it looks like we got some stuff from work you can put away. Okay, we are together. Now we'll carry this over to the forklift and try to pull it up in there instead of setting it down in there. Alright, so that was so much easier, putting it up from the bottom. Why didn't you guys tell me that sooner? You had to wait till I got on the last one, didn't you? Oh well, no big deal. So we'll get things hooked up. We've got to put the saddles on. I've got that one on over there. I've got to put the one on this side, hook up the lines. And then what we'll do is we'll get... now we got to hook this one hose holder up here. Get that on there, get it clamped back into place like it was, and we'll be golden. So we'll get things hooked up, fire it up, and make sure we don't have any leaks on it. All right. That is all the way up. We'll let this sit for a fair amount of time. We'll get things cleaned up, get the pressure washer set up, and if this doesn't leak at all, we'll get it washed. But we don't want to wash it until we are absolutely done with working on it. We like to work on stuff dirty and then wash it afterwards. So we'll get our tools picked up and we'll join back up with you in a little while here. It's about tea time. Alright, so we've got our pressure washer all set up, and this has been sitting here for a good long while. We're nice and dry on both both cylinders. So what we're going to do is we're going to pressure wash both of these units and change the oil on them. Now this one here hasn't been washed in 3 years. That one I've had for about 2 months, and it was pretty clean when I got it. But this one here needs a real good cleaning. We've got a lot of oily, grimy stuff on the back of the transmission, or back of the engine, front of the engine, I'm going to call it that, transmission, what have you. So we'll get these all cleaned up, and I'm thinking we might have another oil leak on this one somewhere on the hydraulic valve or something. It's not leaking out of the cylinders like it was, but it's got a lot of residue left on the floor here. This has been sitting here for a little while, and it could just be oil that is running off of the unit, you know, from it being soaked in oil for so long. But I'm gonna go ahead and move it backwards. It's got a couple of spots on the floor there, and that very well could be from it just bleeding out off of all the crap that's on there. There's a lot of dirt and whatever that's held up with oil. Let's go ahead and get that other one outside. We'll get it washed and then get it back in here. Alright, we've got both these forklifts all washed up. The gentleman that painted the hood on the 8110 just dropped this off here now. He had some patchwork to do to it. That's why we sent this out. There was some holes in the hood where it had rusted through. And he's got that all fixed up, painted up. We just need to put the pieces back together and get it on to that tractor. So that is yet to come here. But we've got both these forklifts all washed up. This one, of course, wasn't that dirty. But this one, our old original one, was covered, and it cleaned up pretty good. We've got some overspray on that one panel there. And at some point, I would like to paint these, but it ain't going to happen right now. Just being that we are strapped for time. But maybe we get into next winter, we'll paint these guys up. I've got the oil drained out of both of them. Actually, Christian's got the oil back in that one. We've got to get the oil plug into this one, get the filter on it, get it full of oil, and then run a grease gun around both of them. So, with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you at the next one.